And just like that, it's Monday night again. It's Monday night again.
Comes every 7 days.
Every 7 days. And just like that, we're live again. We're here to have a good time, like we always do.
We're talking to ourselves right now.
Waiting.
And now people are in.
There are a few people in. Waiting. Keep this doggy waiting. Anyhow, it's Monday night. We are live. We are here to drink good whiskey, tell you all of our Kentucky adventures that we had over the weekend.
We had no adventures.
Oh, we definitely had some serious adventures over the weekend in Kentucky. Some amazing adventures. So we're going to tell you guys all about those adventures, the things we got to do, the people we got to see. All while I'm going to be trying to focus on Matt Madness training because guess what? I'm in Matt Madness this Friday night. It's going to be great.
It's lucky he didn't want to put you as a mystery taster.
Well, he didn't put – nobody's a mystery taster this Friday.
Oh, okay. I don't even know who's on it.
Bruzel, me, and Cheech.
Oh, okay.
So
well, then no mystery taster.
Whiskey on board Cheech and Bruzel, Mr. TJ Gamble, and me,
Hopefully
myself.
That's public information.
It is. He said it during the stream on Friday.
Well,
Believe
I didn't
me,
see it.
I have watched all of the streams.
I didn't see it because of other things. So
I have literally watched all of the streams from the last 3 weeks. I'm ready for this. It's going to be a good time. I'm super pumped up. Just like I'm super pumped up that we're here with you guys again tonight. It's awesome. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Yeah. How's everybody doing? Apparently, we got to get some more people in here.
Just go. Like, you can't just sit here and wait. Like, we're just going to sit here and be quiet.
Well, if you must know, I'm starting off the night with an Eagle Rare because that's my go-to palate warmer-upper. Eagle Rare. This is a single barrel store pick, so it's pretty good.
Yep. I'm trying to finish off a Calumet 16.
Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Anyhow, let's say hello to some people. Then we'll get into some conversations. Hope you guys are all doing great. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We definitely did.
And we're wearing sweatshirts now.
It's cold.
It was warm earlier, and all of a sudden, like some rain and stuff came in. It got cold.
I feel like we have been in the most wild weathers. We've been in the most wild weather lately because it's like warm, cold, Jamaica, Kentucky, Colorado, Orlando. Airplane after airplane after airplane.
It was St. Louis,
okay.
Orlando, Jamaica, Kentucky. You gotta wait in the reverse order, I guess.
Colorado, yeah. Then Kentucky, then all these places. So we've been everywhere. Last night we were so freaking tired from the weekend. We like partied our faces. I guess party is not the best word. We had the best time of our lives, and we stayed up until the latest hours, which is probably like midnight for us. Which is
last night, or like you started with last night, and then you started going to other things.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. Oh, last night.
Yes.
Wow, that was an ADD moment for sure.
Stick with one thing.
Fine. Last night we went to bed at 7:45 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Yeah.
Which was 9:45 Eastern Standard Time, which is what we were coming from. But seriously, we went to bed at 7:45 last night, and I did not wake up one time to pee until 5 a.m. It was crazy.
TMI right there.
Well, I'm just saying, normally, like, at least 2 or 3 times a night.
TMI right there.
All right, let's say hello to some people. You said Calumet 16. I said I'm drinking some Eagle Rare.
Trying to finish the bottle of Calumet 16.
Yeah, we're trying to. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, I just have to bring up what we got to try because we were talking about Calumet. Sean Paisley bought, well.
You can say it.
Oh, Sean Paisley bought the Calumet 18, and we got to try it. And oh my Lord.
You're ruining their review.
I'm just going to say, that's it. It's
the Calumet 18, yes.
Nobody ever really wants to spend that kind of money on it, but it's definitely freaking amazing. It's insane.
So you're going everywhere. You kind of got to have the story in a row, not just jumping between different things.
All right. Fine. We'll go back and we'll start from the beginning.
Just like she starts at the end, then kind of in the middle, and then she's going to go over here, then over here, then over here, then here.
I just got excited. Okay, let's say hello to some people. And then we'll kind of talk about the trip a little bit. Yep. Then you can ask me a question about a couple glasses. Then we go back to some more things. Then we'll talk about more whiskey. You know, we'll do all the things.
I can keep it on track.
I am not. My brain is like this today. It's like a ping pong ball stuck inside of a head. It's like bing, 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 bing. Okay. Anyhow, Tim Romero, what's up? I like bourbon a lot's in the house. Mike K's in the house. Taste and Sensibility. Mr. Nick Winton, good evening. evening. Good evening to you.
Good
Hope
evening.
you're doing well. Mr. Jeremy Atwood. We got to meet Mr. Atwood.
Yep.
That sounded so like official. We got to meet Mr. Atwood this weekend. Or shall I use his, what did ChatGPT describe him as in that photo that I
don't
posted?
remember.
That was so funny.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. That was the funniest thing I've ever done. Like
That was pretty good.
I put in the photo that we took. Long story short, I put a photo when we took at Heaven Hill with everybody, or like with a bunch of people.
I think it's on Jeremy's Facebook page.
Yeah, it is. But I put it on our average drinker page. I asked ChatGPT to roast our photo and then roast each of us individually. Oh my gosh, the definitions were like so funny.
Yeah, they were good.
They were really good. You were the fun uncle.
You can go see it on the average drinker Facebook page.
Yeah, the average drinker Facebook page. Go check that out. That's really freaking hilarious to me. I thought it was. But yes, we got to meet the amazing Jeremy Atwood. Had an amazing time. We'll talk more about that here in just a little bit.
Yep.
It was the best time. Bev Porter. Hello, Miss Bev Porter. How you doing? Good luck on Friday. Thank you so much. I remember you said you were going to like root for Cheech, but then you changed your mind. Just saying. It's all good. I'm going to just go and have fun. That's what I'm here to do it. Here to have fun. Finally was able to stack an Evernorth pick locally under a 45-minute drive. Got a nice 6-year Maryland rye. Nice. Hope you love it. Sipping Rare Character 13-year single malt. Delicious.
Ooh, I just put one. Oh, this is a 10-year. It wasn't single malt.
Was a Kentucky
malt. Well, they might have single malts, but we have a Kentucky malt over here.
We got Elk and Muleys in the house. What's up, Elk and Muleys? Sipping on the new Bevy's Rare Character KOA pick.
I did see a post about that. It was a Rare Character pick and something else I saw. What was that?
I did remember. See what you're talking about.
Yeah. They released that and something else. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Starting with RB1. Rare breed?
I don't know,
but it sounds good. What's up, Mr. Bob Glass? Luke Stevens! First night of Golf League. Shot a 37 to start. Can't wait to see you too soon. We can't wait to see you either.
I just made a tee time for Saturday at 1. It was originally 3:50 for 18 holes, but then right after I booked it, there was an opening for 1 o'clock or something like that. So I booked the 1 o'clock. So then we can do Mexican food afterwards.
We haven't had Mexican food. Yeah. You guys, we used to go like out to eat to Mexican food like at least probably like once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks to the local place. It's really affordable and it's really good. But since we've been on our hardcore diets, we haven't got to go. But now we can throw in a cheat week here and there.
But I'm hoping to get at least 2 rounds in before coming up there. We'll see. I'm
not going to be able to do the full round because I'm just not. But not at least Saturday. So Saturday I'm going to go hit some balls and then maybe do par 3 if I feel confident enough to do that by myself and then go from there. RB 27. Wait, what? 27?
Redbreast
27.
Rare breed 27. Redbreast.
Oh,
27.
Redbreast.
Yes.
I was thinking about Redbreast 27. Holy smokes, the one we had tastes like peach O-rings.
Yep, they're good.
Miracle, what's up? No worries. We enjoyed the jumping all over the place. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad someone does.
My ADD or my structured stuff, it drives me nuts.
That was hilarious. You saw the ChatGPT thing.
Oh yeah.
Good luck this week, Dara. Thank you so much. Thanks, Matt T107. Henry Turner in the house. Dara, you better you have a better palate than TJ. You got this.
Yeah, it's all random.
It is random, and honestly, it doesn't matter. It's just everybody should have fun and get to know each other. I thought that the Friday episode was fantastic. Everybody had a really good time with Sydney Outlaw and Mr. Michael Klein, who won, Mr. Destination Bourbon. If you ask ChatGPT who won Matt Madness on Friday night, it will tell you that it wasn't Michael Klein. No, I mean, it was Michael Klein, but if you look at other weeks, it will say Sean Paisley won, which is hilarious. If you actually watch it, though, you know that's not true. Anyhow, it's funny. It's funny. 13th Colony pick. Oh, that's what it was. A 13th Colony pick at the store.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was.
Okay, yeah, I knew there was something.
Hi, Matt.
Hello,
How
Matt.
you doing? I feel like I just talked to you. Oh, wait, I did. What's up, Joey B? Hello, hello.
All right, you ready to get into this thing?
Well, hello, Valant. Hannah, check. How you doing?
Or do you want to start some story stuff and then get into this?
Let me get a little bit further into this, and then let's start some story stuff, and then we'll go into this.
Okay. Well, you start off how
our trip started.
Yeah, how the Kentucky trip started.
So our Kentucky trip started actually with Old Forester.
Yes. Yeah.
I forgot that.
Yeah, it did.
It started with Old Forester. So when we got into town, we went to Old Forester and they had the 117 series extra aged,
These.
extra old 1910s, which are literally 1910s just left in the
Bellar.
left in the barrel a little bit longer.
18 months instead of 7 to 9.
I will say it's really good and I really liked it.
We finished a bottle of this already. So
We did.
At the Airbnb.
It was such a good time. Oh my gosh. We had the best Airbnb partners. We stayed with Sean and his stepdad.
Sean from Bourbon Junkies.
Sean, yeah, Bourbon Junkies,
Yep.
Sean. And then we had Mr. Richard Reck over there as well.
Yep.
And
That was a fun time.
we had a great
That was
time.
after the event.
Yeah.
But I guess after Old Forester, we went over to Justin's House of Bourbon.
Yep, we went to Justin's.
Had some pours.
Yep, we had a few pours. We saw Miriam and John, hung out with them. It was pouring down rain, but it was still a good time.
Yeah, picked up one of the new Knob Creek cast strength ones. This is an off-profile Knob Creek to me.
It is, but it's good.
Like, you typically think that Knob Creeks, we haven't opened this one yet since we got back, but they typically kind of little bit of peanut. This is like peanut butter.
Well, I think like the typical Knob Creek profile is like a salted nut shell that you like pick up from Texas Roadhouse with some caramel and like buttery notes. But that one is definitely more like a peanut butter, creamy peanut butter with other flavors. It's really nice. It's definitely nice to have something a little bit different. So that was a good time over there. We had some good pours. And then
after that, we had dinner and then went over to Neat.
We went to Neat. Neat is always a good time.
Well, we went to Evergreen Nulu.
Oh yeah, we went to Evergreen
Nulu, then dinner.
Uh-huh.
And then Neat.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
We went to Evergreen and had what pours did we get? Now I'm trying to remember which
don't even
pours we
remember.
got. Something we hadn't tried.
This.
Oh yeah, you got that.
The new Nulu Maple Brulee. The bourbon finished in maple brulee barrels. And you can tell we haven't opened this since we got back. But
it's good.
And we had something else there too. We had two other things there. I cannot remember.
I had one pour, but now I'm trying to remember what it was. And my brain is hard.
I
had a Knob Creek pick.
Yeah, there were store picks that we had.
I always get store picks now. Like I feel like I've become super obsessed with people's store picks. And I want to try them all. So and usually they're a little more affordable.
Yeah.
Like in most places, you can get a pour of their store pick from like $5 to $8. Yep. So that's super nice.
All right. We won't talk about dinner, but then we'll talk about Neat, but let's get into this first. Because Neat's a longer story.
Okay, fine. Why does that one look less than the others? Maybe
they're all like 3/4 of an ounce.
Okay, is this my nosing round?
This is a nosing. Nope, you're going straight to bottle guess.
Oh God.
No, it's nosing.
Off the nose.
Hardcore.
I'm still bitter about hardcore.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. I just got.
So I'm doing this one a little bit different. I normally give you distilleries that this is from, but what distillery is this from?
Off the nose.
Yeah, off the nose.
Oh boy, here we go.
I haven't even smelled it, so I can't tell you if it's going to be an easy one or not.
Well, this ought to be good because hopefully my nose is on tonight. Thank God for the allergy medicine I started taking like a week ago. The nice thing about him, my husband, my amazing husband right here, is that he's been reminding me to take my allergy medicine every day by giving me the pill. Which, how can you forget it if someone's just giving it to you? So then you can actually breathe, you can smell and taste. So I'm glad. All right, here we go. Well, distillery off the nose.
Distillery off the nose. I think Matt's before asked distillery, but he usually gives you this or this type thing. I'm going hardcore. You gotta pull it out of thin air.
Oh man, it's like it definitely smells like a lower proof. Which I know that's not the question, but it smells lower proof. It smells like it has like a light nut in it, which leans me more toward like Heaven Hill on the nose. I know that smell. Like I feel like I just had this recently. This has got to be, God, that's got to be Heaven Hill. But like then there's something in my gut telling me like Beam. I don't think it smells that nutty. It's got like caramelly.
While you're doing that, I don't have the mouse, but that's fine. Rich, yeah, Wednesday is half price pour at Evergreens, but we were not there on a Wednesday. Otherwise, we would have had some crazy pours while we were there. That would have been nice.
Oh, dang it.
We did stop at Evergreen in Bardstown. We'll have that in the story a little bit later. Because we stayed there for a while. Just kind of bullshitting.
I'm gonna have to stick with my initial nose, but I don't know. Off the nose on.
And this is 2 points. This is a 2-pointer
no
because I'm
bananas?
making you pick it.
Is there any bananas on there? Dang it! There's a note that smells like a dishwasher rag got set out too long and then it wiped the glass, like just like a little bit.
You're
of
the one that pulled these glasses,
know.
so
have to go with Heaven Hill on that.
So you're going Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill low proof.
Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill like lower shelf Heaven Hill, but
Okay.
it's like, anyways, on the nose Heaven Hill. Okay,
right.
Instant reaction.
Do you want to do another one and then talk about, or do you want to neat, or do you want to?
Sure. Let me just swirl it around here
Okay.
for a second. I gotta think. I got a like routine I gotta go with here. And you know what's funny is like I'll smell these, and then like when I go to the tasting round or like when I come back through to smell them for like the final guess or whatever, I always smell something different. So
yeah,
it's
they
fun.
change all the time.
They always change when they're sitting here, so it's a fun experience. Love the extra old. I do too. It's really good. What's
It's
up,
good.
Justin Van D?
I'm just not a huge 1910 fan. It's all right, but I'll tell you what, we got to try the 117 rye, which is what we were hoping it was. Oh my god, the 117 bottle on rye is awesome.
It's amazing. I wanted to get that so bad.
So this one.
Okay, fine.
What state's this from? This is 2 points.
State?
I'm not giving you state options. You got to choose the state.
State on the nose.
State on the nose.
Okay.
Does it smell like Colorado?
The answer? It's not Colorado. Dang.
X. No.
See, that has a grapey note in it. Why? Why must you do this to me? Last one did not have a grapey note.
No, I haven't smelled any of these. I picked bottles and poured
It
them
smells like I'm gonna eat it.
and came up with questions. What state? It should be an easy one.
I think
It's only limited to 50.
Well, my instant reaction, I was like, does it have that sharp MGP note? But then I was like, no, this is Kentucky.
KY.
KY jelly.
Oh, all right.
What's up, Clayton? How you doing? Rich said he was having some Rio and Havana.
I'm not a huge fan of those, but actually seeing that, I kind of want to just mix them together and try it. I just want to, just for the hell of it. I'm going to later. I don't know if I'll do it on the stream, but I want to mix them now.
I have some things I want to
don't know
practice.
why.
I have some things I really want to practice before we do this competition on Friday night because I just need to. What's up, Gary Franchi? How you doing? Would have gone to
Gary.
the cigar event, but we had tickets to the Wine Spectator grand tasting in Chicago on Saturday. Ooh, how was that? Though that sounds like amazing
Nice.
time.
Nice. So neat. Let's talk about neat.
Neat's always a good time.
Yeah, neat is always a good time.
We actually got a seat up at the bar once, which was fun.
We always get a seat at the bar.
No, sometimes we don't.
No, I think one time we haven't.
Oh,
Every other time we sat at the bar.
Anyhow, we sat up there and we got some pours. I got a pour of a Four Roses Black Label from like 19. It was in a giant gallon swing thing. That was like.
I think it was a swing. Oh no, that was just upside down.
Yeah, it was just upside down of the thing. And then I also got at the same time. I also got an espresso martini from there because I was like dragging. So if you've ever had their espresso martinis, they're really, really good. And then you got a pour of the.
I don't even remember. Oh, it was an Evan Williams 12.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what year. It wasn't pre-fire, but then after that I got a pre-fire Anderson Club. I always like the pre-fire Heaven Hill stuff. Those are my favorites.
Yeah, me too.
Like the Anderson Club 10, 15, the Virgin Bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
One time I was there, they had some Elijah Craig pre-fire, just regular Elijah Craig, and that was so good.
It's so different. I love those older tastes. Like they're just really good.
Yeah, and then when we were sitting there, what happened?
So while we're sitting there, this was hilarious. So the bartender walks up to us and she hands us 2 cocktails. And one comes in this really cool like Miller Lite can. It was like kind of like a margarita with ginger in it type thing. And then she hands another one. It was like a clear colada, like a clear pina colada, but like not frozen. And we just look at each other like, what? What is this? And then she's like, this is from Owen. He says he hopes you guys have a great night or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember. But Owen, the owner of Neat, like
So-
just randomly sends us these cocktails while we're sitting there.
So I was like, how does he know we're here? And she points at the camera. I guess he was watching the camera while we were there.
I'm like, never know when you're being watched.
Yeah, yeah.
Just sitting at the bar having a drink. So that was kind of funny.
So I mentioned Pre-Fire Heaven Hill. There's going to be some more Pre-Fire Heaven Hill talk later. Some
Gosh,
crazy
yes.
Pre-Fire Heaven Hill that we got to try. But back to the neat part. I guess before we go more with neat, let's go on to the next sample. 'Cause
Okay.
I know at least one other thing with neat.
Can I sniff this?
2? You're not on 2.
Oh no, but can I go back and sniff it?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
It's what I thought.
3. What is a secondary grain?
Secondary grain.
Does Matt ask that on the nose? Sure, we're gonna go with it.
I don't know.
We're gonna go with it.
I don't know if he does, but
Well,
that's
going
fine.
with it now.
I'm gonna get practice. Secondary grain.
I meant to change that question, but oh well. That's what you get.
Well, that's gonna be fun. Secondary grain. Now I gotta see. Does this rye, wheated, malt, all these crazy things? Oh, I will listen.
There you go.
Great. Thanks.
I gotta smell this one because I didn't smell it.
Dang. Is this bourbon or is this a wheated bourbon? It's not a rye. Or is that next week? Stop playing your mind games, Porter. I'm cutting you off. I've already been reading into your mind so much.
He does like to play mind games with people.
Oh, I know. Believe
fun.
me, I'm the #1 mind game believer.
And sucker.
You should see my study sheet. I already told him about it. I don't ask for proof on the nose. That's his only rule.
Okay. Well, I didn't ask that one because I remember you saying that before.
None of these have smelled high proof, if that makes you feel better. Everything smells under 110 proof right now.
So what do you consider high proof? Under 110?
Mostly over 120.
Because that's subjective to each
Well,
person.
on the nose,
Because
too.
people could think over 100 is high proof.
Well, none of these smell over 110.
Yeah. Matt asked basically anything in any round. Yeah. What is your favorite color? And if it's not his, you get the answer wrong.
So my instant guess is that this is not a wheated bourbon. This is it could be a low rye bourbon.
What's the
I'm going to
secondary
go,
grain?
the secondary grain is rye.
Right.
Not-
that was a 1-point question, by the way.
Not malted barley. Okay, secondary grain. Glass 2.
You want to do the next one and go to more story stuff?
Secondary grain would be rye because corn, rye, 72, 21,
What are you doing?
7, malted barley. Okay,
You're
sorry.
guessing the entire mash bill.
No, I was guessing, like, I was mentally making sure
Okay.
that I'm not an idiot and saying that that's
Saying
a bourbon.
Indiana?
No, saying, like,
Saying
this
Indiana?
is corn, then rye. Not saying rye, then corn.
Yeah.
Like, you asked me the secondary grain.
Yep.
And I said rye. I think it's a bourbon. Okay. Woo!
Last one, then we can go back to more story.
Okay, I'm ready to drink.
Ready?
Matt's pretty sick of rules. I'm pretty sick
Yeah.
of Matt. I'm just kidding. I love you. Please, I love you.
Is this whiskey finished?
I want you in
Is
the
it finished?
worst way.
So,
Whoa, that's a rye. Talk about dill nose. That has like a dill pickle on the nose. That's crazy. That is crazy.
So, funny thing with Neat, after we had that, we're just kind of sitting there bullshitting. And then all of a sudden, Mark Carter walks in.
Oh, yeah.
So, bullshitting with Mark Carter for a little while we were there.
Oh,
So that was fun.
See, this one smells higher proof. This one smells like a dilly rye, but now I'm like, am I just like talking myself into the fact that this is a rye, or my instant reaction was that's a rye? Like, do you know what I mean?
Sure. I'm not smelling it, so I can't tell you. And I don't know what it smells like.
Shoot. Have I
Um,
just talked myself into this being a rye? What was the question?
is this whiskey finished?
Oh, no.
She's going on and on about a rye, and that wasn't even the question.
It's not finished.
Okay. So that
Thank
was
God.
that was a 1-point question.
Thank God I get to taste these.
So the first 2 were 2-point questions. The second 2 were 1-point questions. Out of a possible 6 points, you got 3 points.
Shoot, really? Okay, so I got 3 out of 6, and you 6, and you said word worth 2 points.
So if you can do
2,
math,
4, 5, 6. So I at least wait. How do you get?
If you can do math, you at least got one of the first two right and one of the second two right. I'll leave that for you to figure out.
What? Because these are only worth one.
I told you the second two are worth one. The first two are worth two.
Oh.
So in order to get three, you can't get two of this and one of these. You can't get two of those. It has to be 1 and 1.
Great. Leave myself with a nice 50-50 option on both of them. Solid. Well, you know what? It doesn't even matter. The points are made up and the game is a fake.
So can you mute this for a second?
Muting this for
Yeah, mute it.
Okay.
Right.
So
sorry.
We had to talk about this. But basically do you want me to tell this story?
Well, it's while Mark Carter was there.
So while Mark Carter's there, we're sitting there and we're watching Matt Madness on our phone. This was the even funnier part. So we're sitting and neat watching Matt Madness. And Mark was like, Oh, Matt, I miss that guy. I really miss that guy. So, Matt, you better say hi to Mark Carter because he misses you. But it was funny because he just like looks down. He's like, oh, it's Matt. Like you just saw his long lost best friend, Matt. It was so cute.
Funny. So then after that, went to the Airbnb. And then I think maybe 15 minutes or so after we got there, Sean showed up. Sean and stepdad. And then we kind of drank that Old Forester and kind of shot the shit for a couple hours and went to bed.
Stayed up late, went to bed.
Yeah.
It was a good time. And then we went and got breakfast at this delicious Mammy's or whatever.
Mammy's in Bardstown. Oh
my gosh. It was like pretty intense. And also I had wanted a mimosa since we went on vacation and I couldn't drink one the entire week we were on vacation because I had like a crazy stomach, like sour stomach. So I could never drink one. But that day I drank one and it was the most giant mimosa.
It was in a wine glass.
And I got this like really good chorizo Eggs Benedict with cornbread on the bottom and it was pretty good.
Yeah. I know this is jumping ahead. I don't know if it'd be in the story or not. Did you talk to Matt about the conversation we had with Alan?
No, not yet.
Okay, we'll bring it up here in a little bit.
Matt, got another story for you. Yeah. I should have just picked up the phone and called you today when you were texting me.
So yeah, and then what else did we do after that? We went over to Lux Row. Lux Row. They released, I think that's what
Blood Oath packed 10?
One of 11. Them. We didn't buy it. Sean bought it. And then after that, we went over to Evergreen Bardstown. Sat at the bar for a couple hours there.
Oh my gosh, we just had the best time. We were just having. I got a lot of store picks, and then
we were sitting there, and so many people circled from that bar, and we're just kind of sitting there forever.
We got to talk to Mr. Bourbon and Food on Instagram. We met him there, and then there were a bunch of people circling in and out, and we didn't even leave. And then, can I tell?
So I went up to the cash register to go buy this at Bardstown at Evergreen Nulu. And I saw they had a John J. Bowman sitting up on the shelf. And I was like, oh, how much is that? He goes, oh, it's $60, but you have to find a potato. I was like, okay, I'm going to go tell my wife and she's going to find the potato. So I go tell her. 2 seconds, she's up from the chair from the bar and running around the store trying to find a potato.
So I'm like the most competitive person in the world. Like if you guys know me by now, I'm really competitive. But when he told me that, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't care what bottle this is for. I'm finding this potato.
Yeah.
Like I'm like roaming the store and then I found the potato and I bring it up. And the guy is so nice. A Mark at Evergreen in Bardstown.
Yep.
He's like, oh my gosh, can I take your picture with the potato? And I got a cute little picture with the potato, but it was so fun. And it was awesome to have the opportunity because if we ever do.
She found the potato and we got a John J. Bowman single barrel.
$60. A John J. Bowman single barrel for $60. The last one we had was from Aaron and he's awesome. And it was really, really good. And we drink it so fast. But like anytime we see them in Colorado, if they ever pop up, they're like $120.
Yeah.
So to get one half that price, crazy.
Then after that, we went over. We tried going to Scout and Scholar to have a beer. And
was like
then
a
it was a
wait.
wait, so we went over to Mr. Tubbs.
Oh, that place was awesome.
Mr. Tubbs was cool. They had a lot of pours, but their bourbon slushy is awesome. She didn't like it too much, too sweet for her.
It's too sweet for me, but I think anyone else in the world would like it. I just don't like super sweet
And
stuff. So
I wanted their meatball sandwich, but I just was not hungry because of Mammy's. And no, we didn't get the big ass pancake. Mammy's.
Although I did see the pancakes on another lady's plate, and I was like,
it is big.
I want that. Next time we go to Bartown, we got to go back there.
I wanted that Sunday skillet, the cinnamon roll, but
we need to go back and have that
this
too.
over here.
I was a little hungover. I was, but that's because I didn't take the morning recovery. Just saying.
That was the Sunday, but
yeah, the pancakes look good.
Pancakes are big. So yeah, Mr. Tubbs, and then after that, kind of went to the Airbnb. Sean did buy that, as you said earlier, the Calumet 18 and the crate, not the big decanter, but nice, cool bottle. They'll be doing a review. Junkies will be doing a review of that. Then Airbnb got ready for the Heaven Hill event.
Yep, and I drank whiskey while I was in the shower.
Yes, I gave you whiskey while you were in the shower.
This is the problem. This is what happened to me Saturday night. This is why I got so sick. I'm just kidding, because I drank all day.
So before we get to go into the Heaven Hill event, let's get into tasting.
Okay, first let's say TV Yankee fan says Dara's in full squirrel mode tonight. How far do you guys live from Matt? Oh, like 3.5 hours. That's what it was.
Yep.
Matt did say, Matt said, maybe I'll do all BK bottles. He also said, maybe I'll do all Jim Beam white label. He said several things. Believe me, I was listening. I was also paying attention. Not too bad if it's not too much snow. That's true. Never found any blood oaths impressive. We haven't really drank any. That was actually my first one. And it was tequila finish, and it didn't taste tequila finish.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Calumet 18s have got to be $500. I saw the 17 was $400. Retail.
It was $500.
Retail $500.
They had the 17 there, and I think the 17 was like $450, and the 18 was $500. And Sean's like, "Screw it, I'm just buying the 18." So yeah.
What's up, Marco? Cheers to you. All right, so I will say to you right now, I'm a little nervous on proof tonight. If you ask me any proof questions,
maybe.
I'm just saying. Let me tell you why.
Your first question is, "What's the proof of this whiskey?" So,
well, what I'll tell you is the only reason I'm nervous is because 90 proof drinks warm. You know when you like drink over the weekend and your mouth feels like. Anyway, that bourbon dude. It was nice meeting you too.
Hey, yeah, it was nice meeting you.
It was such a nice time. Oh, you'll have to go look on the Average Drinker Facebook page to see what the roast said about you. It made me smile. If you are so confused at what I'm saying, just go to the Average Drinker Facebook page and you'll see. There's like a roast of our photo, that group photo we took at Heaven Hill. Was hilarious. What's up, Mr. Crispy? How you doing, Crispy? Crispy. Yeah, seriously, $500 for the 18. Yeah, it's retail.
Watch the Junkies video when they release it.
Yep. All right, so you literally just said I have to tell you.
What's proof? What's the proof?
Wonderful. Solid. I'm really excited.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, I'm gonna.
Whoa, that smells different than I thought it did.
So yeah, we went over to Heaven Hill.
You guys, that smells weeded.
Got there a little bit early, and we had some parking lot pours with guys from Bourbon Kingdom. Sean, of course.
This is weeded bourbon.
Jason was there. Mash and Drum.
Or is it?
Bourbon dude was there. Was it Whiskey Cove? Patrick was there.
Shoot.
Who else was over there? There's a bunch of other people there.
My palate is blown right now. Just give me a second.
Okay.
I'm so screwed.
What's the proof?
I have no idea.
I didn't care that it's weeded. I didn't ask that question.
No, I don't know if it is, but I'm just telling you. I'm saying that my mouth is not doing me any justice right now.
I guess it would have helped if I would have wrote down the proof of the bottles, wouldn't it? I think I know them. I might have to look up the proof of these bottles because I just don't know them.
I'm so screwed.
Why are you screwed? You're in your head that you're screwed. Why are you screwed?
Because everything tastes hot.
Okay.
It's not hot. Like I know up front it tastes like it's like watery. It tastes like it's like 90 proof. But then like on the back end today it's tasting hot.
Speak.
Deductive reasoning tells me that's 100 proof. It's probably way off.
So 100's your answer.
I only went with 100 because it tastes hotter than 90, but it tastes under more than that. It's probably way off because on the finish, it's a lot warmer. But like on the front, it tastes cooler. I have no freaking clue, so I'm just giving the worst proof guess in the whole world.
Okay.
I'm telling you, my proof is not good.
You're
tonight.
too you're giving excuses. Just go, and what you go with. Excuses are like assholes. Everyone has one.
My initial gut was 90, and I said 100 because it tastes warmer than 90. So
okay. You ready for the next question? And then we can get into more.
Yeah,
more story.
That's fine.
Secondary grain. Secondary grain.
On glass too.
Yep. And while you're doing that, I am going to pour some maple brulee.
No, Bob. Bob just said I was Team Sid last week. That didn't work out. I'm Team Dara this week. Go get him, Dara. No, that means. Oh, Bob, thank you. All right, here we go.
The question is, what is a secondary grain?
Tastes good.
It better. That's a $400 bottle.
This is not a $400 bottle.
I don't think we have any $400 bottles. So.
All right.
Maple brulee. I love this thing.
I don't know what that is, but I like it.
Secondary grain.
Rye.
Riggedy rye. And that is a 2-point question. First one was 5 point.
Well, I fucked that one up. And I said fugged. I didn't see. 5 points.
Okay.
2 points.
So you want to start with the Heaven Hill event once we went inside?
Sure. So we went inside.
And this is the Heaven Hill Alec Bradley event.
Yes. So they're doing a new Sip and Smoke collaboration. This was the kickoff night to kick off the whole entire event. So we went in and we got a welcome cocktail. And then, do you ever taste something and you have no idea what you're drinking? That's me today. Yep. I hope I do better on Friday. That's all I can say.
Thinking.
So we went in and we
had a welcome cocktail.
We had a welcome cocktail. Sorry, I got distracted by my own thoughts. Like, do you ever have internal conversations and then they don't come out? That's me all the time. Internal dialogue that never just disperses.
Had a welcome cocktail and just bullshit with a bunch of people until we had dinner.
We had dinner and we had this really good dinner. It was delicious. We had a little salad, some braised beef. Or not braised beef. Is it?
Can't remember what it was.
I think it was like braised
bone-in braised
beef.
Yeah, something like that.
Beef, some mashed potatoes, some Brussels sprouts, some leeks.
Was there leeks?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Apparently. And then we had this fruity dessert, and then we got to listen to everyone talk, and it was a good time and talk about the event. And then we made our way outside, and it was awesome. Like, it was a really cool, they had it up in a tent with lighting and flowers and plants.
So
and a stage.
Her story now is really short instead of actually going into So there's 4 cigars and 4 pours that we got to try in the event once we got out to the tent. So the pours were the Elijah Craig Toasted Rye.
Uh-huh.
And then we got an Elijah Craig 18-year single barrel.
Yep.
The Heaven Hill 19 wheat whiskey and the Heaven Hill Heritage 18-year bourbon.
Yes.
And the cigars we got was we didn't smoke all the cigars because there wasn't enough time.
Yeah, it was a Kintsugi.
There was a Kintsugi.
A Gatekeeper.
Safe Keepings, Prensado, and the Fine and Rare. And
then we got a special cigar at the end of the night.
Special cigar at the end. It's an upcoming release. I cannot remember the name of it.
Me either. I have to go look at it.
And then Cutter with the fancy stuff on it. Everyone got different cutters.
Yeah, they're so cool. One was the bump.
Yeah, the graphics of the baby or the bump ashtray.
I love it. That's the one I got.
But as we're smoking those, there was a panel. Jeremy was on it. Who else was on that?
Kimbrell. Maggie Kimbrell.
Bradley Rubin. And was it Sebastian? Is that his name from Heaven Hill?
Sebastian. I think that's right.
Sebastian.
Do Not Disturb.
That's what it was.
Do Not Disturb was
from Heaven Hill. They were on the panel and kind of going through the cigars. So everyone was smoking different cigars. you picked what you wanted, and kind of they went through a pairing of it on tasting the whiskeys and figuring out which cigars went with which one.
It's really a first of its kind event that's happening on the Bourbon Trail. Like there have been like some things here and there, but this is like the first actual like cigar whiskey collaboration pairing, and it was such a cool experience. It really was.
It was cool. And I think Jeremy can answer this one. I think they're going to be around $60-ish,
$65, I think.
When it starts up.
And you'll be able to find it. Like if you go to Heaven Hill's website and you click experiences, you'll just like the other ones, like they have like the bottle your own, things like that. It'll be an experience that you can do there. But
you won't get all the crazy pours we had that night. It'll be different stuff. But and I don't know what the cigar pairing will be with those. But yeah, cigar pairing and the pours, and then kind of bullshit around with everybody for a couple hours out there.
It was so fun. Oh my gosh. Like,
and that's where talking with Alan Rubin, where that part comes in.
Well, I was going to bring that in a second, but I think what is so cool about an event like this is that it's less about like the whiskey and the cigars and more about the people that you're with, right? Yep. The experience is already really cool on its own, but like add in the people that you enjoy it with, that makes it a million times better than it could ever be. Because that's just part of the whiskey community. It's us all like getting together, having that fellowship, and having that like just camaraderie.
Oh yeah.
And that was my favorite part, because it's like we did this video on Sunday that we put out, and our video was talking about like our whiskey journey from where we started to where we are now. And it's just crazy how whiskey really has changed our lives. And it's because of those relationships that we've made along the way and the people that we've met, including all of you. So it's just really, really special. But yes, one of those people that we met and built a relationship with was Alan Rubin, which Alan is the most, I mean, he literally sells his company for multi-million dollars. He's the most down-to-earth person you'll ever meet. Like down to earth, just really just wants to be a friend to you.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's so cool. Like all the whole Rubin family is like that. Every one of them that we've met.
Your frenemy, Alec.
My frenemy, Alec, but too bad Alec wasn't there. But yeah, Bradley was there, and I told him he was like my little brother.
Yeah.
I'm like, Bradley, you're my little brother. I never had a little brother, but I always wanted a little brother. Oh yeah, I found out that Bourbon dude is 40, but I also thought he was like 22.
He looks younger.
He looks super young. You look super young. But yeah, he said, yeah, $65 should be on the schedule long term in a couple weeks. Awesome. Hello, Whiskey Uncensored. Got Jeremy Dirks in the house. Got Thrasher, the scorekeeper. But sorry. Hello, everyone. Hello, Cherry. Wow. Hello, Cherry.
Wow.
Terry. I was thinking there was a taste in my mouth.
We're never going to get to the end of this.
Anyways, Alan Rubin. So we're talking to Alan, and just talking about like, first of all, I walk up to him. I'm like, I don't know if you even remember me. And he's like, Dara, I remember you. And I remember exactly where I was last time I saw you, which, okay. I just feel like people don't remember me. I don't know why, but I'm always like, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Dara, blah, blah, blah. Do my whole spiel. And he's just like, okay, weird girl. You're like, I know who you are. Anyways, we were talking to him, and we were talking about getting together in the summer with Matt.
Yep.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So
yeah, wants to get together sometime with us and Matt in Colorado and do something.
That was cool. It was just like a funny moment in time.
After that, some crazy stuff we're going to bring up. But before that, we want to get into some more of this because it's getting close to time.
Yeah, there's some
crazy stuff that's
yeah. The crazy stuff, that we had happen at that event. Okay. Also, hello, Dave B1228. Okay.
We'll do 2 pours and we'll start talking about the crazy stuff as you're doing bottom.
I'm in trouble.
So what's the age of this whiskey?
Age
on 3.
Of 3. Okay. Yep. Good Lord. Here we go. I'm so like all over the place. I'm more focused on the stream itself than the actual drink and the competition. So that should prepare me well for Friday night.
Safekeepings. Yeah. If I smoke one, it's going to be hers, but I think it'll be Friday for sure. I'll have one probably while you're doing the stream. I'm going to go up to our tent and while you're doing Matt Madness, I'll be smoking a cigar.
That's crazy. That tastes like, anyways, shut up, Dara. Shut up. Just shut up. What
I didn't
ask me. Secondary grain.
No, I asked what's the age. Jeez. Listen to the question. Matt, apparently your songs are really going to screw with her today.
No.
Or Friday.
So my instant reaction is when I first took a sip of it, I said 9 years old. But I feel like that might have been a little lofty. I feel like 8 years old might be better. Let's just go with 9, just because that was my instant reaction. 9 years old. Have no hell of a clue what this is, but 9 years
And
old.
of course, that's a 5-point question.
Oh, son of a biscuit eater.
Okay.
Oh.
And it goes down or based on plus minus 1, 2, 3, blah blah blah.
Great.
All right. Another 5-point question.
I'm so screwed.
What's the proof?
Oh, fug.
What's the proof?
Do you guys remember when I said on the nose, all of these smelled like below 110 proof and below? Not so sure. I think I might be right off the nose. If I just went off the nose tonight, I probably would get more points than I'm going to get on the palate. Hi, Owen.
Apparently, you need to do some drinking.
What was your question? Oh,
geez, again?
The proof.
What's the proof?
Oh, that smells oakier than I thought it did. It smells like an oaky rye. Huh. If that's a rye, that's a tricky rye because that does not taste like a rye. It tastes like a bourbon. Does not taste finished, and it tastes lower proof than I thought it was.
Well, I didn't ask a proof. Well, this is the proof question, but
That's a good question. This is the one I got right. That means
you think you got right. That bourbon, dude. We should be at Kentucky Bourbon Fest. I don't think we're gonna do bourbon on the banks this year.
So is the proof?
What's the proof? You don't ask me what the proof is. I know what it is.
Oh, shoot. My instant thought, I go 104. But then I was like, is it less? Just go with 104 because I have no idea. It seems hotter than that on the finish.
Okay. On the palate, out of a possible 17 points, you got 7.
Better than I thought I would get. Okay, so hold on. The question, or
you're not going to be able to.
5 points, 2 points, 5 points, and 5 points?
Correct. So you got 7 out of 17.
Shoot. That's not good.
All right. So let's while you're doing bottle guesses, let's tell a story so then you have some time for bottle guess. So once the cigar thing got wrapped up.
So am I supposed to start this?
Yeah, you can start this whenever you feel like it. Once the cigar portion of it got wrapped up, Jeremy pulled some of us aside and we went over. This is where that picture we're talking about is from, is where we were at Heaven Hill. Pulled out some crazy bottles. One of them being the new Old Fitz 7 year, I believe.
Yeah.
That new Old Fitz tall decanter, 7-year bottle Mon, and got to try that. I think it's out in some places and it's being distributed now. It is a regular release, so people don't go crazy selling that thing on secondary, please.
Yeah.
But it is good.
It's going to be $59.99.
It is really good.
Bourbon Retriever, what's up? Senor Dunny, what's up?
So we're not huge weeded fans, but we liked it. We like that.
Makes sense because glass one is a weeded.
There's another pour we can't really talk about that we tried, and then there was another pour of we got to try. It was the 14-year Heaven Hill Select stock that they had a while ago. Oh my God, it was like 130 something proof. That was one of my favorite pours.
What is like a 90 proof weeder?
I don't know. And then
this is a weeded bourbon.
Broke out. You have the photo of it. I can't remember what it was. It was like a 1930s
Beam.
Like Beam. You mean Heaven Hill?
I mean Heaven Hill. Sorry.
1930s, like
6-year-old bottled in bond.
Pre-prohibition. 6-year-old bottled in bond. It was crazy. Dara was going to post some pictures of that.
Crap.
Later today, I think
Tonight.
Yeah, tonight she's gonna post some pictures of it. So you'll be able to see those pictures on Instagram of some of those bottles. Quit looking around and just go for it.
There's no way, because we don't even have any like Wellers down here, so it's not a Weller. It's weeded. This is a weeded bourbon.
Matt, she is in her head right now. So
or it could be just no. That's Heaven Hill. That literally has a very light Heaven Hill nutty to it.
Okay.
It's not weeded. I was right. I think it's like a. What the frick? Oh, it could be weeded though. It could still be Heaven Hill and weeded. It could be like a larceny small batch. I don't even know if we have larceny small batch.
So yeah, after that event, we went back to the Airbnb.
Time out. Can I bring up something that just made me think of Mark Carter?
Sure.
JTS.
Oh yeah.
That's why I thought it.
He did pull out a JTS Brown at Neat when we were there. That's what he got to drink. Man knows what he likes.
Is this JTS Brown? No, that's bottled and bond. This is low. This is 90 proof. This is low proof. This is like 90 or lower. It could be 86.
You told me 100.
I was wrong. This is 90 proof.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's definitely 90 proof.
Well, this is bottle guess, so you have all of these to go through.
I'm fugging this up. Okay.
So yeah, we went back to the Airbnb, had some pours.
Tony, it was awesome. It was such a good time.
And then who was it that came? It was Night Angel.
Yeah, Richard Reck.
Richard Reck came over there, had some pours with us, and crashed over at the Airbnb with us after drinking. That's where we finished off this thing, because I think me, her, and Sean drank half the bottle the first night, and then we finished it the second night. And then next day she was a little hungover, and then we kind of just did a whole lot of nothing on Sunday before we went to the airport and came back here, and then fell asleep at really early.
That's like
it was an awesome time. It was an awesome time. That event that Heaven Hill put on was one of the coolest events I've ever been at.
It was really cool. Sorry, I'm like in my zone over here. Focus.
And I can't wait to go back there when the regular event's going on, just see how it's changed with upgrades or whatever they're doing to it to see what it is. And we'll definitely be back there to try that.
So it's weird. Like, this is definitely low proof. It's under 100 proof.
You're on 2?
Chapstick.
Okay.
I mean,
this is bottle guesses.
This is not a turkey. This is still a legacy distillery. But it has more spice than that. But it's got to be like...
It has more spice than that.
It has a spice, but it's not a high proof. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can taste the spice sometimes in low proof things.
Sure.
This is hard. Like, the first one tastes like... What's that other one?
I don't know.
That would be that. That would be... Do we even have JTS Brown?
I don't know. Do we?
Because, like, the only other thing... That's definitely Heaven Hill. I was not wrong. I was not wrong.
You're still on 1. You know the stream ends very soon, and you still got 3 other bottle guesses.
Elijah Craig's small batch. I have no freaking clue. I know we have that somewhere.
Okay.
Fine, whatever. JTS Brown.
No, I don't care what you put. I'm just saying, okay, like, go with what you think.
And then glass 2. I'm only thinking JTS Brown because I just thought of Mark Carter having that, but it tasted like that.
What the songs for Dara need to be just, you're wrong, you're in your head, it's the other thing you're thinking of, and if you really want to screw with her, just telling you how.
Fine, Elijah Craig's small batch.
How about you get the other 3 guesses?
The only thing I can think of for this one is it's probably wrong, because if I said Heaven Hill there, this can't be Kentucky. If that's actually Heaven
Why can't
Hill,
it be Kentucky?
Because you said I got one or the other right. So then you're really screwing with me there.
You're assuming you got something right.
No, you said you got one of these 2 right because of
one
deductive
of those 2.
reason. Yeah. So if this actually is Heaven Hill, then this can't be Kentucky.
I'm not saying it's Heaven Hill, and I'm not saying it's Kentucky. That's up to you.
I'm just saying this other one can't be Kentucky.
Okay.
I have no freaking clue what it is.
Yeah.
Tastes like sugar water. Sugar water with a little cherry in it. So the only thing I can give you is a.
You said it was good earlier.
Yeah, it's good. But sugar water with cherry in it, the only thing I could think of is, I don't know, because I really freaking suck today and I want to cry.
Apparently, we shouldn't have done Matt Madness training. All right. I need answers.
Okay, I'm not even there yet.
Well,
so you didn't even give me. You told me we were just talking. So.
Yes, but you have a time limit, which you would have had. You've been going for 4 minutes.
Well, you didn't give me a time limit. You didn't say your
stream
time
ending
limit.
is a time limit.
Well, fine, then I'll get a time limit. I hate my life. I can't do this.
Oh, Matt.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't. I'm just gonna the only thing this is giving me. This is giving Buffalo Trace vibes, but it's not.
She's having
Buffalo
PTSD
Trace.
right now.
I literally.
There's no crying in Matt Madness. Yes.
There's no Indiana that's low proof that's like that, so that's not MGP. Son of a chicken eater. Ah! There's a cherry note, but it's not turkey. This is not Kentucky, but whatever. Fine. Buffalo Trace. I can't think of anything else right now. Actually, E.H. Taylor small batch. I mean, whatever is that? E.H. Taylor single barrel. E.H. Taylor. That's not E.H.
Oh
Taylor.
my. I'm sorry, guys. She's never going to get this.
Buffalo Trace. That's it.
Blake. Oh, Blake just chimed in. Never seen Darrow train wreck.
I'm having one. I just ran.
She is having a train wreck.
I just ran straight into a wall, and I was like, this. Oh, man, that smells good. Well, that tastes like 90 proof now, too. What the frick? I hate you. Are these all the same thing?
I'm not that mean. I will tell you they're not all the same thing, but 3 of them might be the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm that mean. They might. It might not be.
This tastes the same as that. Oh my god. I hate myself. I hate this. This is stupid.
Okay.
Well, that's definitely not 9 years old. I should have went with my guess of 7. Oh, what's the low proof? I'm so screwed. I don't even know.
All right. You get 1 more minute to guess 2 bottles. Because we got to end this thing.
Fine, whatever. I'm just making up shit now.
Oh, man. Oh.
Apparently got a lot more studying to do.
Apparently, I am making her quit.
I'm done.
All right.
No, I've got to get the last one. But...
Well, that's...
Butterscotch. Without the proof. Not finished.
All right. Bottle guesses.
That's like 90 proof. What the hell? You really fucked with me on
I
this.
apparently did. I didn't think it was going to be, but apparently it did.
This is Old Forester 1910. Okay, fine, whatever. I'm done. I quit.
Okay. So, bottle 1. What did you guess?
Elijah Craig small batch.
Okay, bottle 2.
It's not Buffalo Trace, but I guess Buffalo Trace because I couldn't come to a better conclusion.
Bottle 3.
Larceny small batch because I couldn't come to a better conclusion.
Okay. Bottle 4.
Old Forester 1910.
You got 0 points. I will tell you 3 and 4 were close. So, what distillery is this from? You were so dead set on Heaven Hill, but you were wrong. It was not Heaven Hill. That was Jim Beam. And that was Jim Beam 7-year black label.
Okay, I was going in 107 proof.
90 proof.
So my proof was right the second time through.
And the first time, but you changed it to 100.
Just go with your damn gut. This is so stupid. Every time I'm just going to go with my gut.
Second one. So that answers the proof. It was 90 proof.
But you do see where I was getting the nuttiness. I was going the Heaven Hill nut,
Correct.
But it was more beam nut.
Correct.
But it's hard to tell at 90 proof.
So
don't water your...
Second one. What state is this from?
Kentucky. Was right.
That was the one you got the state or the 2-point question right. And then what was the secondary grain of this is rye. You got that one right. You guessed Buffalo Trace. That is not correct. It is actually Heaven Hill bottled and bond. So you said 2 and 3 tasted close to each other. There's a reason why.
I hate you.
3, what's secondary grain? You said rye. It is not correct. It is wheat.
I know. That's why I went with larceny.
What's the age of this whiskey? 9. You got 4 points. It's 10. And you said larceny. Damn close because it's the same mash bill. It's Old Fitz 10-year. And then the last one, is it finished? No. Correct. So you got the point there. What's the proof? You said 104. You got 1 point there because it's 100 proof. And you said Old Forester 1910. Said you're close because 1924.
So literally, if we learned anything from today,
you got 10 out of 43 points.
Okay, just don't talk about that. If we learned anything from today, is that I was like literally on the exact right track with the distilleries that I tasted.
Yep.
I was.
You were. Minus the Buffalo Trace thing.
Yeah, but it was not giving. I was just getting a little more spice, which you said that was a beam.
So the first one was proof. All the 3 others were 100 proof.
Yeah, and I said they were all under 110 proof.
Yeah.
But the problem
So you got
is,
in your head.
I got in my head. I hate this.
So I'm getting anxiety watching her have anxiety. Yep.
The problem is, if I would have got out of my head, I would have gotten like 30 out of 40 points probably.
Bro, you would have got a lot more, but you're in your head.
Especially if you guys saw my sheet.
Yeah.
My sheet is proof
because you thought you had one answer right, which that was the wrong answer, which led you down a completely wrong track. That's what you can't think. No, you were so dead set on 1 being Heaven Hill and 2 not being Kentucky.
So what was 1?
1 was Jim Beam.
Does that not smell like Heaven Hill?
It's nutty, but it could
not that nutty though.
But
at 90 proof, they screw with you.
2, like you thought you had one answer right, so it's. You were so dead set on that one thing being right when it screwed you. You can't do that. You cannot do that.
Look, it's fun for me, but also I like overanalyze these so hard.
Yep.
And I knew I was on the right track with this, but like it's weird because like, yeah,
it's what it is.
What was glass 3?
Old Fitz. 10-year-old Fitz.
It's weird because when I first tasted it, I was like, oh, like my instant reaction, 9 years old. And then I tasted it again. I'm like, there's some youthful qualities about it, but
it's probably the wheat.
No, but I knew it was wheated after I tried it. I wrote larceny small batch because I don't even know what that tastes like, but
we have one over there.
Yeah. So there you go. You know what?
I'll be spinning a randomizer. That's a good idea.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show up to Matt Madness on Friday night, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna go from a list, and I'm just gonna circle whatever answer I feel like.
You've come a long way since Indiana.
Also,
so apparently the bottles I chose today was not good for her.
No,
or it was good for her.
It was good for me because actually the last time I did really bad, the final training before Matt Madness, I did good during Matt Madness, and I made it through 2 rounds. Well, I almost made it through the 2nd round.
So yeah, that's what it was, and yeah, that was the Heaven Hill and our trip out there.
Oh, the time limit is not going to be a problem. I do better actually in a time limit than I do not.
So keep an eye out on the Heaven Hill website for the Oak and Smoke, Sip and Smoke.
Sip and Smoke.
I can't remember. I know what we went to was Sip and Smoke. I don't know if
it's called that. Sip and Smoke.
Keep an eye out on their site for that.
It was a really good time. Yeah, we had a great time, and it was just really good to see so many people. Blake, I love you. And Miriam says text her back, by the way. Miriam says hello. Can we actually, for 1 year, have Matt actually participate in Matt Madness so he can experience it? Oh, Matt's done like other channels like blinds. So he's like.
Didn't him and Cam do a Matt Madness against each other?
I think so.
Who ran that one? Was it Shayla or somebody else?
I thought the Junkies. I don't know, something like that. Anyhow, don't worry. I'm gonna get my stuff together by Friday. But these low proofers threw me off because it's so.
Well, hopefully Matt didn't.
Matt, I pray to God
low proofers
that you are not sending me any low proofers because that will. I can get the proofs and the ages pretty well. And ages usually my thing. Actually, I never get the age wrong.
You were close on the age.
That
was the one question you were off by one.
I literally never get the age wrong. I can
Literally
guess
never.
age in my sleep.
You're just jinxed yourself. Just jinxed yourself.
I hope I jinx myself to get the proof exactly right.
There you
I
go.
can't believe my initial thought would have had the proof exactly right on all of these. Idiot. Anyhow.
All right. That's it.
It was fun, you guys. Thank you for watching tonight.
Well, they
we had
need
a good
to take
time.
blood pressure medicine because of watching you stress. That's what
No, please, you guys, come over and watch Matt Madness on Friday night. It'll be at 9 Eastern, 7 Mountain Time. So yeah, 9 Eastern time. Go watch. Yeah, he won the original by World's Top Whiskey Taster.
Yep.
Matt's gonna say the same. You know what? He did say that jokingly, but he said he wouldn't have enough Glass D. So believe me, I watched it all.
Right.
Thank you so much. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Hope to see you guys in chat on Friday night. It'll be a good time. Hopefully, I'll be a little more relaxed, a little less edgy. This one just
take her Xanax.
I do not take Xanax. Don't even start that rumor. Oh my God, I do not do.
She doesn't.
I don't.
That was a joke. Apparently, a joke that she didn't like.
Well, I don't want people to like. Oh my God, I do not take Xanax. I don't take anything. Anyhow, we love you guys. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for a lot of awesomeness coming from us. It will be coming. Mm-hmm. So check it out. Please follow us on Instagram if you have not at The Real Average Drinker, because a lot of stuff goes there. So there.
And if you don't hear from me in a week, it's because she cut me.
I love you. I love him. I'm not mad. Cheers to you, Duke McHale. Everybody have a good night. Take care. We will see you soon. We'll see you on Friday. on ADHD Whiskey's channel. When I'm not having a meltdown, I'm going to be in a much better mindset. I need to do a little more blinds before then. But not like I did the first year. Good Lord. I was doing a blind every day for like 30 days.
I don't remember what it
was. It was crazy. It was too much. Not going to overthink it and just have fun. That's the plan. Not to overthink and have fun. So,
all right.
All right.
Let's end this one.
Take care, everybody. Have a good night.